Talk with Jacqueline, another taping. This is our third taping, so we are doing very well. We saw footage from last week being in California, and now we are back in the ATL, right? Yes, the ATL. All right, I have some wonderful guests for you tonight. Thank you for joining on Facebook and Periscope and Instagram and Twitter, everybody. Thank you so much. We are so grateful and so thankful because this show has done really well where we go places and go to LA, and now we're back in Atlanta. And then the guests that we have, the information is amazing. The resources are here, so you might as well get it. Don't say that you can't, because the resources are definitely being given to you. All right, so we will start the show. Hi, we will start the show soon with my first guest, and my first guest is Greg Robbins. He is amazing, and you guys, somebody's gonna pick him up. Somebody's gonna pick him up. So we're gonna bring him out now. I'm gonna talk to him a little bit, and then he's gonna sing a song for us. Are you all right with that? All right, thank you. Greg Robbins, come on out. Give a hand to Greg Robbins. Have a seat. Put my second eyes on here. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Been good.
Good. Well, thank you for coming back to sit with me and talk to me about your career and what's going on. My first question is you have an amazing style. Please tell us where that style came from.
So when I was a kid, I guess just on the radio hearing Frank Sinatra and Mel Torme and Nat King Cole, and a lot of, I think it might have been Christmas music that really got me as a little kid. But basically, I really was influenced by that at a very young age, and I kind of tried to copy Frank Sinatra when I was a little kid, and even up into high school, and so that was a big influence. And yeah, now I'm branching out and doing other things and trying to, become, my own person. But that crooner style is where I've spent most of my few years.
Because you are young, right? How old are you?
I'm 22.
He's 22. Oh my God. And he's amazing. Your voice is so unique.
Thank you.
Okay, you went to school for music.
Yeah.
Okay, please just tell us a little bit about that, what your major was, things like that.
Yes, so actually the real story is that I went to Berry College in Rome, Georgia, which is a small private liberal arts school, and I studied vocal performance, which is it was focusing on bel canto style singing, which is what opera singers use.
Yeah, I can tell.
Thank you. And but basically, I did that for about 2 years, and then I decided that I wanted to also study something outside of music. And so I stayed studying. I studied jazz and the bel canto, and I was in multiple ensembles and taking music theory and a bunch of different types of classes. But I also studied sociology and anthropology in college. So I got a lot of different types of things going on, but college was really when I started performing and really performing this style. I've been performing my whole life. I did choir and musical theater, and I actually was a rock guitarist back in high school.
Oh,
I was trying to be like Jimi Hendrix, back in the day. Like half of people my age were doing the same thing. So, but basically, it was really in college when I became really serious about this and started performing out a lot.
Well, I met you in the Bubble in Peachtree City. They call it the Bubble Guys, and we had a guest on that was a producer of a new reality series that is about to be picked up. Yeah. And she's also a really good friend of mine, Becky Holt. And Becky is really dear to me. She's very sweet, and we met you together when Becky and I were having lunch. And when we came out there to Peachtree City, it was the little restaurant that we never thought we'd hear someone like you.
Yeah.
Because your voice was just so unique, and giving honor to Frank Sinatra Jr., who just passed away the other day. I thought about you. I said, oh, and he's coming to my show. It would just be so great to give an honor to him.
Yeah.
So we want to honor Frank Sinatra Jr. as well today. And when you hear Greg, my friend here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. His voice is just amazing, and you'll hear it for yourself. Before you sing, just tell everybody in the media how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, so I have a website called gregrobinsmusic.com, and it's GREGROBBINS music.com. And then my Facebook page is all the same thing. It's Greg Robbins Music. And then my email is gregrobinsmusic@gmail.com.
So with Greg Robbins, we can find you.
Yeah, if you know how to spell my last name.
Yeah, well, that's great, because what we do here on Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline is a show that I like to, for social media purposes, to use it to help new artists, because we're starting a new spotlight on new artists for singers, and that will start soon. But for now, as much as I can help, I would like to help, because I don't want it to be like I had it, I worked so hard to do my show. Well, or to do anything, becoming SAG, Screen Actors Guild, after whatever, I wanted to make it a little easier for people not to have to go through some of the things I went through. So any information that we can share, pay it forward for other people. And that's what we all should be trying to do. We shouldn't say, oh, I had it so hard, so now they're just going to have to, work their way through it. I don't want that to be the case.
Paying your dues is what we call it.
Exactly. All right. So thank you for coming, Greg, and we'll definitely hear you at the end of the show.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Well, hello, guys. We are back, and we have another guest that I have been dying to sit down with. We have become quite good friends, and I am just so happy that he decided to come and talk with you guys about voiceovers. He is the top voiceover agent in Atlanta, Georgia. He represents, I'll let him tell you, but some of the top newscasters and people like that. And if you want to be a voiceover artist, he's going to help you out and tell you how to get there. Please welcome my friend, my new friend, Jeffery Umberger.
I'm over here.
Right. I'm just getting a little older.
No, I have readers in my car.
Just a little bit.
So exiting your 20s now?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just my 20s. Every time somebody asks me how old I am, I have to ask my husband. Because I say so many different things.
What did I say I was last?
Yeah, and he said, well, you said you was, and then when they say the real thing, if I'm going to get my license from, he said, no, that's not your age. That's not your age, so I got to get this thing together so I know how old I am for real.
29 works. Just plug it in and keep with it.
Yeah. All right, so everyone knows you as being the top voiceover agency in Atlanta, Georgia. Please tell us a few people that you represent.
Wow, a really fun one is Michael Winslow. I think the guy is an amazing anomaly of humanity. He's an amazing talent. Everybody knows him from Police Academy, and he's recently sent in an audition with just his voice saying the lines. And then he sent in an audition, he also sent along with that sound effects. I didn't see it as sound effect. He didn't say, here are sound effects. He said, I put the chicken sound on behind it, clucking, and then I put the music behind it. And I said, I said to him, I can only send your voice because that's all they want. And somebody said, well, I wonder if he did that. And so I listened back, and sure enough, he had done the chicken clucking sounds, and he had done the music.
Oh, wow.
So he's like a one-person anomaly amazing man. He's and the sweetest guy, and his daughter is his manager, and she's the sweetest woman. They're just a joy to work with. So I'm completely honored, to be able to send his auditions forward. I'm amazed every time he sends something in, and I can't wait to get it back. And locally, everybody knows about Monica Pearson, who to me is the face, the voice, the spirit of Atlanta. I always thought so. I'm a native of Atlanta, and Monica, or Miss Kaufman, as I used to think of her, now it's Miss Kaufman Pearson. But she embodies the spirit of Atlanta. So when I was able to begin working with her, it was a big day in my life. But tons of on-camera people that we all know from all the affiliates in town, all the news anchors and such.
Is Tony Bond with you?
Oh, Tony Bond.
And you guys met him last month. What? Tony Bond was here. Yeah, you missed him. he was here, and they loved him. Didn't you guys love him? Yeah. And he was so much fun. He was so much fun.
He's amazing. I used to rep him when I was a print agent and a voiceover agent at another agency as well. And so I know his on-camera work is as equally good as his voiceover work. And I can't believe he can be so forgetful on his Tyler Perry series and sort of, Alzheimer's-ish. But I know he's nothing like that at all. He's as sharp as a tack and he's so talented. So
he's amazing. We fell in love with him.
Yeah.
For a person that would like to break into voiceovers, how can they start on this journey?
Well, I mean, there's the adage that everybody says, I've been told I have a good voice for a voiceover, so let me start talking. And that's a great start. There's also bad voices for voiceover, and sometimes those book. So whether you have a good voice or bad voice, it's what you do with the copy. The copy is what you read, the story, the message of the ads, or if it's a narration for a great documentary about mountains, Brian Bremer did this documentary, the narration for a documentary about this beautiful landscape, mountains in motion. And you have to know what you're talking about. You have to convey the story. The story is bottom line first. So get yourself into an acting class. Take an acting class. It's all about acting. Then the voice that you've been granted from God that speaks and sounds so well will have body under it. It will have delivery. It will have meaning. So take an acting class. I suggest you take an improv class. And I also suggest you take an on-camera class to understand how to relate back and forth to people, and then take a voiceover class. And it's just a minimal, I'm not asking you to go to Harvard. I just want you to be equipped so that when you are booked, you'll know the lingo. There's voiceover specific lingo. And it takes a 3-week beginner class and an 8-week intermediate class, and you're good to go at least to start putting it out there. Get yourself a demo. 60 seconds is all you need. The first 5 to 7 seconds is what casting directors will listen to before they click away happy or click away unhappy. So basically put your best foot forward, as they say, right up at the top. Right. So listen to what friends, countrymen, loved ones say about your voice. What is it they repeatedly say? There's going to be a general thread. People have said, you sound angelic, you sound personable, you sound friendly, you sound like an authority. So whatever that is, it's what you come across as. And that's going to be the most marketable first 5 to 7 seconds of your demo. So put that up front, because that's the click point where people say, I love it or I hate it. There's just no time in entertainment. There's plenty of time. People don't take the time.
Right, and that works the same way with acting, as with me, with television and film. Your reel speaks to people. Either they're going to listen to it, or they're going to just shut it off.
Right. So
your reel has to be your best 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever it is. Because in the beginning, if someone's sitting there, even the first few seconds is like, oh, okay, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
And then they'll turn it off. And then you've lost out, and you don't want to lose out.
And another, I bet, like especially on, speaking of your on-camera, you wouldn't want it to be a husband and wife scene, and the first 15 seconds be the husband setting up the scene where you walk in and go, So, that's because it was a great finality to the scene. They have lost you, so you want to put you at the front. You want to put you at the front of your demo. It's got to be the first thing seen or the first thing done,
Exactly.
So those are just, it's common sense, but as an actor, I was an actor first. I didn't know these things intuitively, but being on the casting side and then the agent side, I knew that speed was the factor. The first impression is the factor. The packaging is the factor. So there's a lot to it. As an agent, I get so many emails in one day, and I'm a small beans agency, in the big picture. Well, you know what I'm saying. But as far as, I'm not a William Morris or an Atlas, so I don't get tons of stuff, but I get what I can handle, and my talent worked very well. But if you've sent a demo, or if you're trying to send it in, it can get lost, it can get mired, and there's a persistence that you need as a talent. There's not an obnoxiousity. You don't want to move in, you don't want to come to I've had people on my lawn. It's odd. Because I work out of my house, and so that's the address that the business is in. So they're trying to figure out where to enter for the business part. So you don't want to, agencies for voiceover specifically pretty much are not, you don't ever really kind of see your agent. It's odd.
Okay.
It's a different thing, but all I need.
I didn't know that, but that's
it's
good.
odd, and I hate it because I miss being a print agent, and I miss being able to have people come into my office and
being
work out their
face-to-face,
pictures and stuff.
right.
But for voiceover, I don't care if you look like a toad or if you look, God bless you if you look like a toad, but but I love toads. I think toads are great. So no problem.
God bless you.
But I mean, if you're beautiful on top of, that's great. But a lot of people that I rep, I would not know them if I hit them with my car. I wouldn't know them. And it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. So I don't have a storefront. I don't have a brick and mortar. But what I do know is what you sound like. And if you've got it going on, great. If you need more work, go work more.
Yeah.
Train more. Not everybody can have a great voice, but what a lot of people don't realize is the acting underneath it has to be there. The delivery of the storyline has to be there.
The story is the main thing.
It is.
In any audition.
In any of it, yeah.
Because you can get lines and you say, I got an audition, and you're just going to go deliver those lines.
Yeah.
It's truth.
Yes.
So
Truth,
it's
authenticity.
Exactly. The lines are the lines. But truth is what comes out that makes your audience jump out of their seats in the theater and in like the movie theater and also in theater to say, wow, what was that? Because it's the truth of what happened in the story that comes out.
That's an excellent point.
So
Exactly.
people think it's just simple, but it's truth, real truth.
A lot of people plan, at this juncture, I'm going to say it like this, or I'm going to do this if you're in an active scene. And you'll plan it, and it always comes out planned.
Right.
And those are the shows you stop DVRing those
Right.
shows, They're not on your must-see list. But the ones that just say, all right, there's a story here, I got an idea that she needs this from him and he needs this from her. I'm going to live it authentically. I'm going to get back from that actor what I'm going to give back to what they gave me. And then it becomes real and authentic. And like you say, it's what people sort of respond to. Same way with your demo. I mean, if you're faking it on your demo, or if you're saying, I'm gonna make sure within 30 seconds that I'm British, I'm German, I'm everything else, it just won't work.
Right.
Just be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. God put you here like nobody else, and there's no faking. There's enough me, there's enough you, You got to be you, just be you, and your authenticity is what shines.
Yeah.
That's
So
why you have a show, because you have the ability to reach out to people. You
Yeah,
have a connection.
I love people. I love to share information. And I just like being crazy. So.
I didn't know you were crazy. I'll see you all later.
Yeah, that's me. You don't get to know. Okay, so how successful can you be in voiceover?
Oh, it's funny because when I used to live in LA. Either in LA, you're either poor or you're rich.
Yeah.
I was among the poor. Did you?
Yeah.
I was among the poor, and that's not a place to live poor.
Right.
There doesn't seem to be a middle ground there.
No.
It's kind of like that with voiceover. You might get a Georgia lottery commercial, and that pays you $275, and then you're thinking, I'm going to make it, and then you don't get anything for another year,
Yeah.
and it's maybe another Georgia lottery spot. Or you can land something where you're the voice of but there's a very well-known actor who makes his living, and a good living, at voiceover, Joe Cipriano, who's the voice of so many things. But I mean, like, it's an all-new Simpsons, and so he was paid a fortune to do that kind of stuff. And that's the brilliance of it. That once you land a gig where you're weekly or you're daily or whatever it is, then you can really, really make a fortune. There is becoming a middle ground where, like, I have a friend who does the nightly audible of the Wall Street Journal. So from his home, he reads the Wall Street Journal, and that's podcast, or I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah. So you can do that kind of stuff from your home. There's ways now that is digital. We can do things from home that weren't alive even 5 years ago. A possibility we wouldn't have to go to a studio to do it. So who knows what he's dressed like when he's doing the Wall Street Journal, but and what he's drinking or whatever. But
it's a job, right?
It's a job.
It's a job. So
Yeah.
I didn't even know you can do that from home. The Journal had a podcast that you could do from home. There's a lot of home jobs.
There is. The work from home that is voiceover, work from home. I mean, you still have to go to studios every now and then, and you still sometimes have to be in cities of the booking people. But more and more, it is you audition from home, you get a decent microphone that sounds pretty good for most broadcastable stuff. You're doing it all from home in most cases. Just don't sell yourself short on rates, and don't sell yourself short on charging the client for use of your electronics.
Okay, well, great. All right, another question I have. What are 7 tips for voiceover artists?
First, we've talked about the training, for the acting training. So get trained. A good demo, and shop your demo around once it's been produced. Get feedback on it, so that your demo is not clicked past on the first 7 seconds. So training, demo, go to workshops or audience participation like this.
This is like a workshop.
It is. It can play like a workshop. It's information given, and it's networking back to receivers. And so it's a conduit. It's a connection with people live. So networking. And social media is so important. I built my whole agency's business on social media because I couldn't afford advertising. So I would say, hey, I had a ton of auditions to put out today. So people know that I'm working and that I do it in voiceover and I had a lot going on. So that feeds itself. So social media is not to be missed. Make yourself be known, though, by your name on social media. Don't let it be Burpadu does voiceovers.
Right.
Let it be your name, Tamika Winchester. Or Nicole Winchester does voiceovers. So that you're branded, because your name is going to be everything. And so, so that's 4. Let's see. Please enjoy the music while I think of 3 others. We need to sing.
Branding is really good. Because I have someone branding me now. I just started when I returned last week.
Wow.
And they mentioned that, so cute. They mentioned that to me regarding branding. And I said, oh, well, do you want to brand me as Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline? They said, no, we want to brand Jacqueline Hilton.
Yeah, yes.
That's who you need to brand. Everybody knows Jacqueline Hilton is Jazzy Talk.
Right.
So,
and they will know it and learn it.
Exactly.
It starts with your name.
Exactly. I didn't know that.
Well, good. I'm glad, because that's such an important thing. We want to brand. We want to be something. We want to kind of be a moniker or a Jazzy Talk. But that isn't us. That is the thing we do. One of the things we do.
One of the things, because it'll be more.
Yes.
So the Jacqueline Hilton will be first, and then whatever else I do will be under
part of her. And yes, that's right. Yeah. And then you need to help yourself find your own work, I think, in voiceover. You need an agent. I think you can use an agent, and I think you should shop agencies per their own individual websites. Voicebank.net is a great way to see all the working voiceover agencies that are legitimate, I think, where you go to their website and they have a submissions page and it says, send us a demo, send us money, whatever they say, send it. And in the way they say send it. That means they're not saying, I rule that you send your submissions this way. What they're saying is, in order for you not to be lost, this is the best way that your audition can be heard.
Okay.
So getting an agent can help you, but also you can find work on your own. You can go to a company and say, hey, I will be the voice on your phone answering service. I will give you
Oh, that's good.
3 months of free advertising for my voice. Get yourself started. I mean, there's one gratis job a year you should do. And if it will help your career by being gratis for a local restaurant, then say I'll be the sound that they hear when they call you.
Yeah.
I'll be the radio sound or the TV sound. And
Or your church.
Yes, anything where somebody says, and then definitely do your social media. Say you're working for, just get a social media presence.
Okay, that is so good. Okay. Is the Umberger Agency looking for new talent now, and how often do you accept people?
Well,
Talent.
my website it's a schizophrenic answer. If you go to my website right now, my website says I'm not looking for it because I have a roster of 400 people. Within that 400 people, nationally and globally, not everyone is able to be active right now.
Okay.
And now I'm going through, after 6 years of being open in that capacity, of putting people, thank you very much, putting people to the side that don't want to work now but want to stay on the roster. So I am looking for new people, and I want you to email me your demos. I want you to be trained and professional and ready to go. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to say, hey, here's where I think you can do it. What you have to do with an agent is say, I've done it, I've trained it, now I need someone to help me find work. So agents don't help guide you, they help find you. And so once you're ready to go, then you call the agent. It's the last one on the totem pole. It's the last person you call. You call the demo maker, you call the class, you call the marketing, you call the social. Then you say, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm Jacqueline Hilton. I have a demo. I hope I fit your needs.
Right. Okay.
So yes,
That's
I am
great
accepting.
information.
Yes.
Great information, guys. One more question. My last question is, how do voiceover artists submit to you? Can you give the email for everyone to have?
Yes, we have my agency email is Jeffrey, Jeffrey, at umbergeragency.com.
Well, hello again, and welcome back to Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline. I am your host, Jacqueline Hilton, and I have an amazing guest for you guys. She is very dear to me. She is my wardrobe stylist. You guys see how she does me from head to toe every month. And when I go out and do radio shows and things like that, when I went to Miami and in LA, she has hooked me up. And I want to bring her in to talk to you guys because she is amazing. She's getting very busy, but I want you guys to get to speak to her to see if that's an avenue that you'd like to do. I know there's wardrobe stylists in the union. There's hairstylists in IATSE, hair and makeup and wardrobe for the union. So I'm going to bring her to you guys to speak with you right now. I want to introduce to you guys Sonji Monroe of Speaking Pieces. Please give it up for her real quick.
It's a beautiful day. You like that?
Have a seat. Hi, Jackie. See, she get to call me that right now. Y'all know it's Jacqueline, but that's Sonji. Sonji can do that. Sonji, we want to talk to you a little bit about what you do. As I told them that you are a wardrobe stylist. That is what you do. You style me, you style others, you do personal styling. So my first question to you is, the name of your store is Speaking Pieces. Please tell us about the store here in McDonough, Georgia. Everybody give it up for McDonough. And what kind of experience can your customers expect when they walk into your store?
Okay, first of all, the store is Speaking Pieces Boutique. And the name, we have a slogan, shopping with us would have others speaking about what you are wearing. And the store
It does. It does.
And the store is located in McDonough, Georgia, and we offer very unique, beautiful clothing and jewelry. And I tell you, when you come in, I like to make sure you leave with some pieces that will definitely have others speaking about what you're wearing.
And yeah, you definitely do that, because every time I come here, I get tons of questions on where did you get those outfits, especially when my fabulous camera lady, Cassandra, she takes so great, lovely pictures, and then she posts them all over the place, and people are like, where'd you get that, where'd you get that? So I said, Sonji must come on the show, and when she wasn't so busy flying all over the place and doing things that she does with her personal business, that she would come and visit, and she kept her word, and she did that. So thank you. Do you think you would have time or be interested in doing wardrobe for television, film, commercials, and things like that?
Yeah, I tell anybody I will try anything. You know, if it's dealing with fashion and styling and dressing others, I truly enjoy it. It is my passion.
Well, that is great. So now you do the regular, when people come into your store, they shop. But also, what is a personal one-on-one experience? I know you do some of those. It's a higher rate, of course.
Yes, I do personal styling, and that's by appointment. And what we do initial consultation where I find out what type of event. I do anything for special occasions to, if you want to build your wardrobe, have some key pieces in your wardrobe that you can go to when every day or a special occasion. We do it all, and just make an appointment. We do initial consultation, do some measurements, and we go from there. I like to make it very comfortable, and so I also have my own private label wine. So if you're a drinker, you can have a glass of wine, and we can get you on your way to being even more stylish than I'm sure all of you already are.
And it's actually an organic wine, right?
Yeah, my wine that I have two right now. They're both organic wines, and one is white, and then I have a red one as well. The red is sweet. The white is more on the dry side.
And guys, it's organic, so it's probably healthier, or
it's better for you. It doesn't have a lot of the agents in it that will cause people to have headaches and itchiness and all of that. So it's very gentle to drink.
Well, thank you so much. Sonji is here in McDonough, Georgia. Please tell everyone how they can find you, how they can locate you, the address, the Facebook. You're on all social media as well.
Yes, I am on social media, Speaking Pieces, and like I said, I am located in McDonough, Georgia, Jonesboro Road, right next door to those of you who may be familiar to Jazzy Brown Jazz Club.
Yeah, so that's where she is, guys. And if you guys out there want to hire her for your red carpet events, for any of your events, actors, we have to brand ourselves. We have to start branding ourselves, like Jeffrey was saying, and not just your name, but your look as well. So we need to brand ourselves. So we gotta start getting together, because I don't know how to put anything together, and you know that. I'll go in there and I'll say, I need you to help me with the hair, the this, the that, with everything. I need you to help me with the shoes. What necklace do I wear that is not too much? Depending on where you're going, your style is different, right?
Absolutely.
So,
and that's why when if you're going for a personal styling, we sit down to find the look that you're going for. I like to see what you're comfortable wearing. Some people don't like wearing dresses. And I say, well, let's, we can try some pants or some jeggings. Those are very popular. So we just kind of go for the look that you're comfortable with, and then I like to put a twist to it.
Yeah, you do. She make it do what it do, honey. That's Sonji. So, guys, thank you so much, Sonji. You guys give it up. This is Sonji Monroe from Okay, guys, welcome back again, and we are here now to see the makeover. Remember last week we had a makeover contest where everyone was asked to send in their letters on why you think you deserve to be made over, why you think your mother, your sister, whoever, why you deserve this makeover, and we chose the best one. Well, we have a winner, and you saw her last week Her name is Samantha Samuels, but you're going to see her makeover today on the YouTube channel. Please go to Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline and click subscribe, and you will see the split screen of before and after, and we will have up all the shows as well. So please welcome, get on your feet please, and welcome Miss Samantha Samuels. Give it up for that.
Myself, so.
Oh, you haven't? They didn't let you. Well, Samantha's very, very quiet, very humble, very sweet, spirited person. We love her to death. And I gave her to my Glam Squad. So you guys got to come on up, Monique and Mocasso and Dr. Wendy. And they're going to explain to you what they did with Samantha, and you want to start and then you can go. Okay.
Well, I'll start. Like Jacqueline said, she is a very just quiet spirit, sweet as can be, and I really enjoyed styling her. And what was surprising, she just kind of let me do it. I asked her, I said, are you more comfortable in dresses or pants? And she said, I love dresses. And so what I selected for her, as you see, is a jersey knit dress with the draping neckline. And then you see we have the same types of necklaces, but we went with this color because I wanted to coordinate with a turquoise shoe, and of course the earrings to match. And I just thought the colors were more for her style. We didn't go too bright, but just gave her enough color to bring out her beautiful complexion, and she looks beautiful.
She does. She does. So Wendy, what did you do with Samantha?
Yes, I know she has just a natural beauty. Didn't take a whole lot. I used a bronzer powder, filled in her brows a little, gave her a soft, warm eyeliner and mascara, some lip gloss and blush. So it really didn't take a whole lot, and just that little bit just enhanced her.
What she already has.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Mocasso.
All right.
What did you do with
Samantha is beautiful. She has beautiful hair. Of course, she's natural. So what I did, we blew dry her hair out. We gave her silk press today. We gave her a little texture, which is a little haircut. We gave her some nice flowing body. Shake your hair, Samantha. It's nice and flowy. She has beautiful highlights, and that's it. That's it.
so Samantha, let me squeeze back in here. How do you feel?
I feel great. I want to see myself.
Well, we'll get you to the restroom over there somewhere so that you can take a look at yourself. You look, doesn't she look amazing?
Yeah.
It's simple. You don't have to do a whole lot. It's simple and it's beautiful. She can wrap her hair at night, Mo, right?
Yep. Wrap your hair in now at night, silk or satin cap, and you're good to go.
Those are the best, the silk
Those
or
are
the
best.
satin.
No cotton, because cotton absorbs moisture.
And if you don't know how to wrap it, talk to her before she leaves. Wrap that hair up, it'll last, and tie it down when you shower and things like that. I think it'll be great. And little is much sometimes. So this is gorgeous. I really love it. So you guys, this is my Glam Squad. Y'all can't have them. I love them to pieces. I appreciate you guys so much. It almost brings tears to my eyes because you love me and you show me all of that. And I really appreciate all that you did. You didn't even have to do this, but I really appreciate it. And this is Sonji Monroe from Speaking Pieces. This is Mocasso Monique Davis on Facebook.
J. Crystal Hair Salon.
Yes. And this is Dr. Wendy Perry. And you guys can follow all of them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. They're on all social media sites because that's how we work. All right, so give it up. Okay, Okay, guys, we are back, and you are going to hear an amazing sound right now that all of the ladies usually go crazy over. First, Greg, I have Greg Robbins here. He's going to sing for you, but tell us who your friend is who's going to help us out today.
So his name is Colin Manco. I play with him a lot.
Hi, Colin.
And he's a very good jazz guitarist. He lives in Atlanta, and he went to both Georgia State and UGA.
And North Texas. Oh, I've been around.
Okay.
Yeah, and he studied jazz and sociology as well as me. It's kind of interesting, but he's in multiple bands. He has the Colin Manco Trio.
Yeah, that's my group.
He has a Facebook page, Colin Manco. It's COLINMANKO.
You know a lot about me.
And he's very good. We work well together. So.
Good. Well, we always enjoy you here at Jazzy Talk. So go ahead and do what you do. Welcome, Greg Robbins.
Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Ooh, I say Georgia, Georgia, a song of comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I say, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
song keeps Georgia on my
Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television show, and I'm here with
Tamika Winchester.
And Miss Tamika, we want to know your experience. How was your experience today at the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline talk show?
It was a fantabulous time.
What did you get out of it today?
Basically, as someone that does voiceovers, I am learning the different steps that I have to take, how prepared I have to be before I get to the agent. Also, just because you have a beautiful voice, that doesn't make you a great voiceover person. So, you know, I know that I'm on my way there to the direction where I'm headed, but I also enjoy the different sounds and different vibes. You know, the people that were here, it was a great mix of people. So it was a great networking opportunity as well.
Oh, that is wonderful. That's wonderful. And we're definitely going to see you next show, next month.
I hope to be back.
Oh,
I hope to be back.
Well, thank you so much for giving us the feedback at the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television TV show, and we wish you the best.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, we're here at the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television talk show, and we want to know what was your experience here tonight.
Well, I love this. I think Jazzy's doing a great job. I love that she's focused on social media and trying to get the word out for local talent, local businesses like my partner's agency, Umberger Agency.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, great. And all of us that have been working in Atlanta for 25 years and really trying to work to build the entertainment industry, she's helping us to make that happen. I didn't know about her until my partner was asked to come down and interview, but I'm amazed at what she's doing, and I think it's critical. It's really, really important. Really important.
Very good. And so, are we going to see you for the next show?
I hope so.
Awesome.
I don't know why she wants me, but I'll be here if she does.
Well, we thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank you.
For coming to the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television talk show.
What's your name?
And my name is Nanette Sandy, and I'm also a voiceover actor as well.
Wonderful. Well, we'll be talking to you soon, I hope.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Great.
And
Great.
we're signing out here. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a good night. Okay, I'm here with Richard Sandy at the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television talk show, and we want to ask you, what was your experience tonight?
A lot of knowledge, a lot of information in terms of the industry overall, and the opportunity to hear some new talent and what's coming up in the fashion, music world. Outstanding.
Oh, that is beautiful. Wasn't he amazing, that Frank Sinatra sound?
Yeah, he gave me some chills in terms of listening back to the Frank Sinatra days and so forth. So yeah, I enjoyed that very much.
And you will be at the next show, right?
I'll be at every show.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you so much for your feedback here at the Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline television.